You ever look at a 1%er's vest, a Angel, Mongol, Vago, wonder why there's so many patches on their colors? What did they have to do to earn those? And if you're capable of the same, are you down to die over a 1% diamond? Do you really want a president patch when everyone starts plotting on you? How about those memorial diamonds stitched onto that leather? Looks cool, right? Each of those represents a brother you will lose. Are you ready for that? Today we talk about the 8 hardest patches to earn in 1% motorcycle club culture. Let's get into it.
We run the night. We run the night. Run.
Big shout to the Ghosts and the Ghost sets. Welcome to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture, where we cover everything motorcycle and motorcycle club involved. I'm Sose The Ghost. I'm your host for the evening, and let's jump right into this. Number 1, full colors. To those that don't know, they might think you hang around, you prospect for a year, and boom, you're fully patched. It's not that hard. But what you don't know, and let's peel an extra layer back right here, there are hundreds, maybe even thousands, that are sitting there hoping they get called up to the major leagues. There are people in support clubs right now that will never get told, hey, we want you to come home. And the crazy thing is, some of these dudes put in more work than fully patched members of the main club. Yeah, it might sound crazy, but it is reality. They want them there because that is exactly what they want. Someone that is an outside threat to their rivals, so they don't got to worry about the backlash. It sounds dark, it is a fact. So to those people that are putting that work in, the back patch is everything. They would do anything to be part of that club. And that's why you hear these wild stories in the news sometimes. It's hardly ever the big club alone who gets arrested. It's always some club with them you never heard of. If you hear their rival club in the news in an altercation with some club you never heard of, that's the support club. That's where the real work gets put in. So that full patch, that's a hard patch to earn. Pause. Number 2, the memorial patch. The memorial patch is one of the hardest patches to earn in motorcycle club culture because to wear it, a brother has to no longer exist. You can't prospect your way into it. You can't buy it. You can't hustle it. The only way you get that patch is by losing someone close to you that will never be able to ride again. It's not a trophy. It's a scar stitched onto your vest. Every thread means pain. That patch don't make you proud. It makes you remember. You look at it and you hear the pipes from that funeral run. You see that empty chair at the clubhouse. You smell the leather, the whiskey, the tears that hit the floor that night. When a club brother passes, it changes the whole energy. The laughter ain't the same. The rides feel colder, and it's always the best brothers, it seems like. That patch becomes a reminder of the miles you'll never share again, but also a promise to keep riding for him. A lot of people talk about loyalty until it's time to live it. The memorial patch is proof you did. It's earned in blood, pain, and memory. So when you see a man wearing that patch, it's not just embroidery. That's brothers' names right there. Number 3, the president patch. In motorcycle club culture, the president patch is one of the hardest and heaviest patches a man could ever wear. People see the title and think it's all respect, power, and women, let's be real. But what they don't see is the weight that comes with it. That patch means you're responsible for everyone wearing your colors. When one of your brothers does something reckless, you answer for it. When the club beefs with another crew, you're the one making the calls that could spark the war or save peace. All of that sits on you. With assistance from your brothers, but your temperament is what says which way it's gonna go. You're the face of the patch to the law, to the streets, and to the world. A president doesn't get days off. He's gotta be calm in chaos. He might have to have enforcer tendencies when it's needed, and the voice of reason when everyone else is heated. You're breaking up fights in the clubhouse one night and then sitting across from other 1%ers the next day, trying to keep blood off the pavement. It's a lonely position too. The same brothers who used to ride and laugh with you now look to you for orders, or looking at you like someone they gotta knock off for them to get in position. Every decision you make could build your club or bury it. A lot of people think the president patch is about power, but how much power do you really have? And what can you do with that power to make you and your family's life better? Other clubs don't care who's the president of your club. They really don't. So what kind of power is it really? What are you looking for with the power that a president of a motorcycle club could give you? A president's patch should be looked at as a responsibility that weighs heavy. It's a job. Number 4, the 1% diamond. In motorcycle club culture, no patch carries more weight or more danger than the 1% diamond. That little piece of cloth don't just say you're an outlaw. It says you live by your own code. It separates you from everyone and puts you in a class of people who have lost their life for this lifestyle. You can buy one at a patch shop and stitch it on your vest. But as soon as you ride your bike a little, it'll magically disappear off your vest. And don't put on a nice custom vest like the first MFG with the crocodile and the snake skin and all that, because then they're just going to take the whole vest. That diamond cannot be fake. There are clubs that are prepared to die for them that do. There are well-known clubs that have to stay in their own neck of the woods because they would lose them too. You don't even ask for it. The club decides when or if you've earned it. Most never do. That diamond means you prove loyalty through everything. Fights, heat, and pressure. It means you handle business when it counted and never folded when the world was watching. Wearing that 1% diamond means you're representing something bigger than yourself. Law enforcement sees you different and they will be on you. Other clubs see you different. Even civilians cross the street when they see that cut if they know what's what. You're not just riding anymore. You're living a code that could cost you your freedom or your life. And I know these days it's getting watered down, but you may live in an area where they're still sticking to that code. So don't think that all that watered downness applies to you. A lot of clubs are throwing it on, to each his own, but it's still one of the hardest patches to earn. Real quick, if you enjoy MC Culture content, smash the like and the subscribe button. Give me a pound wherever you're from. Get your Ghostavelli mask, shades, Demons Row snapbacks in all colors, tank tops, crew necks, track races. We got it all, and you can get it on www.demonsrow.com. Let's get back into it. Number 5, the Sergeant of Arms patch. The Sergeant of Arms patch isn't for talkers. It's for men who can stand in that storm and not blink. You got to be a hands-on type. That patch means you're the one who keeps order when things get heated and protects the president when things get deadly. To earn it, you gotta prove you can lead with some aggression and fairness. You're the hammer of the club, the one who enforces the rules that everyone just wants to talk about. When brothers start slipping, you're the one who has to check them. When outsiders test the club, you're the first one they gotta see. You're going into a rough area, you're the first one in the bar. It's not just about being tough. Plenty of tough guys never make sergeant. You gotta have discipline, loyalty, and control, because one bad move can start a war. One decision and anger can put your whole club under heat. I call it knowing how to move. A sergeant has to be someone who is seasoned in street tension. There's a certain confidence that someone who is battle tested has. When you walk into a hostile situation, if you've never been in one, you will have a nervousness that you won't be able to calm. I was a kid in the Bronx. Knock, knock. Your boy's outside the door and 20 of your enemies is outside. And someone you had an argument with earlier has his whole block with him and he wants to fight you one-on-one on pay-per-view in front of everybody. That's how we grew up. You walk outside, you fight him like you're in the UFC, but you're a kid and you ain't getting paid for it. And it could turn into a rumble if either side doesn't like the outcome. So you're dealing with people like that have life experience from a child to adulthood. Most kids these days are playing video games and don't go outside. So if you're going to be a sergeant, you got to be cut from that cloth where you could deal with people that are experienced in hostile situations. As a sergeant, you're also the shield. You keep your president safe, your clubhouse secure, and your brothers in line, even when they hate you for it. That means you might be the loved one day and despised the next, but respected always. That's why the Sergeant of Arms patch is one of the hardest to earn, because it's not given to the loudest or the craziest. You gotta be capable. It's given to the man who can keep his cool when everyone else loses theirs. Number 6, the Mother Chapter patch. The Mother Chapter patch is one of the hardest to earn in the culture. Now I have to preface this. Mother Chapter is the first chapter of the club, the founding chapter. Some clubs, if you're a mother charter, it just means that you live in the state. So let's say you live in the Bronx and your club was founded in New York. You would be in the Mother Chapter. In other clubs, the Mother Chapter patch means you earned into a trusted elite in your MC. Usually presidents get that mother patch, lifelong members. It's usually a 13 diamond, but don't confuse that with support clubs or 13 diamond clubs. The way you can tell is when they have a 1%er or 1% patch and then the 13 diamond patch with it, not the 13 alone. It's one of the most sacred symbols in the entire motorcycle club world because you are in the elite of your club. That patch means you're a member with status. It means your home base, the origin, the bloodline of the club itself. You can't just transfer into this mother chapter. You can't request it. You either started with them or earned your way back through years of loyalty, discipline, and respect. Every chapter that exists traces back to those first few who built it from nothing, and that's what the diamond represents, the roots. Members wearing that patch carry more weight when they speak. Other chapters listen. When they pull up, even officers show respect. They're the ones who kept the club alive through wars, busts, and rival beefs when everyone else folded or splintered. To get that mother chapter diamond, you gotta prove you're cut from the same cloth as the founders. You gotta survive the politics, the pressure, and years of loyalty it takes to be trusted at the table that started it all. Because in the MC world, you could build new chapters, but there's only ever one mother. Number 7, the Nomad Patch. The Nomad Patch is one of the hardest patches to earn in MC culture. It's mean you've earned the right to ride without a home base. No backup, no safety net. Just your bike, your cut, and your name. See, most brothers got a table to lean on. They got a local president to call, brothers to pull up with them. But a nomad, he's out there solo, holding that patch down, maybe in an enemy state, sometimes enemy countries. If he allows that patch to be disrespected, he's carrying the weight of the club. Being a nomad sounds like freedom, but it's pressure. You're your own law, your own security, your own diplomat. You might roll into a town where your club is not welcome and still gotta represent with respect, not fear. To wear that nomad patch, you gotta be trusted on the national level. That means the club believes in your judgment, your composure, and your loyalty. Because if you mess up, it's not just your name on the line, it's the whole nation's. That's why it's one of the hardest patches to earn, because not every man can handle being alone in the wind, carrying the weight of an entire brotherhood on his back. Number 8, the Lifer Patch. The Lifer Patch is one of the rarest and hardest patches you will ever see on a cut. Because to earn it, you don't just gotta ride, you gotta survive. Most clubs require 10 years, some demand 20. That means you've seen brothers come and go, presidents rise and fall, and whole regimes flip clubhouses upside down. You stay solid through all of it. Politics, raids, beefs, betrayals, anything that goes down, and still showed up to meetings, runs, and funerals. See, it's easy to wear a patch when times are good, but to wear that Lifer Patch, you gotta ride through the dark seasons, when half the table ain't speaking, when your best friend gets locked up, when the club splits in two and you're caught in the middle. You don't pick sides, you stay loyal to the patch, or you happen to pick the right side when there's a split. That's what separates a lifer from everyone else. He's not chasing rank or clout. He's the one who's been there through every storm and never took that vest off. So when you see a man rocking that Lifer Patch, understand, he didn't just earn respect. He outlasted everyone who couldn't. That's not just time served, that's time survived. Let me know in the comments which patch is the hardest to earn in your opinion. Like, what do you think? I tend to lead towards the Lifer Patch. I hold the diamond in high esteem, but the type of loyalty, it tends to lean towards a lot of years of regime changes and drama. And to last that out, you are either a person that is a chameleon or you're very good at picking the right side of wars that happen inside clubs. Because believe it or not, if you don't know, inside clubs, you stay long enough, there's regime changes. So there's sides, warring factions, and you got to be either dead in the middle and you're the type that doesn't say anything and you outlast all of that, or you pick the right side and you're good at doing that. So being a lifer is a patch that is not easy to earn. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are pushing that 1 million subscribers. And thank you for tuning in to Demons Road TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. No, yeah, we ghosting, baby.
No.